Now I see all the good and bad things in this world where I breathe, but my soul's detaching. Now I see all the good and bad things in this world where I breathe, but my soul's detaching. So now I don't even blink when bullets being shot at.
What's up, what's up, what's up? This is Currie-Spice back with another video, and I would like to talk about a depression that I'm going through right now. I think I can't exactly tell you what brought it on because it's extremely personal, but one of the big things is I have the personal growth journey that I'm still working through, and that doesn't feel comfortable. And then I also have the transition of new employment, and it's very uncomfortable, like learning the rules of a new place. And I've never been a person who likes change. Even if it's change for the better, I still don't like it, but I force myself to deal with it because this was supposed to be change for the better, because I asked to be transferred, you know? So this is something I requested. So, but yeah, like there's like a little bit of a grieving period because I miss my residents from the old location and the staff as well, and now I have to start from scratch in a new place, and that can be very jarring. And then there are other times where I feel completely alone. I feel completely alone. But I know that I'm not, because I have a fan base now on Facebook, and I have people who genuinely care about me. Someone from high school I have. Then I have family from New York, and I mean, not a lot of family, but I have a little bit of family. Family in Washington. I have some friends, not a lot of friends that, you know, that could really help me at my lowest point, but I do have a small group of friends who can support me in any way that they can. And I do appreciate the support that I get. I think sometimes in my stubbornness, I feel like that's not enough, because ever since my grandmother passed away when I was 14, I've always been thirsty for unconditional support. And that's probably not possible in today's world. I don't know. I think part of it is I have the tendency to judge other people's lives and assess what I believe they have better than what I have in my life, and which is that's not good to do that ever, because then you kind of demote yourself down, and you never want to do that. But yeah, I have an expansion for business. Looks like I'm expanding in Kenya, Africa, through one of my entrepreneurships, and I have a support there, a little mini fan club, and it's very very tasteful how much they appreciate me, and they seek mentorship in me, and that's very, very flattering and honoring, and I definitely don't want to let them down at all, and I know that I won't, because I feel my most confident with them and guiding them into the right direction and being able to inspire them, because I do love to inspire people. I really do. I think what makes me anxious is, I think a big part of what brought on this current depression is putting a lot of hopes in on 2019, and we're not even we just barely made the halfway point of January, and I'm already freaking out about how things aren't going as planned. And I need to stop doing that, because I have the tendency to believe that if I work hard enough to pursue my goals and my passions, that everything that I plan should go just as I want it to, because I earned it through all the hard work I put in. But at the same time, life doesn't work out that way. I think I don't mind doing the work as long as there's no rigor. And like I said, life doesn't work that way. So I think it's all a matter of developing patience. I have extenuating circumstances that I'm working through right now, and I'm so anxious to get it done and over with so I can be 100% happy. Because unlike what I may be conveying to you on video, I may appear to be happy with all the smiling and the laughing, but I'm not. And I'm not as happy as I want to be, and I'm not as happy with my life as I would like to be. But I am taking the steps to get everything into motion, so I'm not just sitting and moping around. Even though the last couple of days, 2 or 3 days, was pretty tempting to do that, but I don't have that luxury, because I'm not going to call off from work to be depressed. I'm not going to do that. So, if I can help it, not in my power. So it's a functional depression, but it's difficult because my sense of humor doesn't get me through the way it usually does. I'm actually, for the most part, I seem to be lacking sense of humor, and that's actually that's like a danger zone. So I'm gonna just kind of scope it out and see how it goes. It's not, I say depression, but it's probably more of a melancholiness that it's a little harder to shake. But I'm gonna do some things to kind of help get me out of it. But I'm fighting hard, because I don't want to give in, Going back to what I said about judging myself, comparing myself to others, I have the tendency to see Gary Vee, because I watch a lot of his motivational videos. He's my mentor, and I look at him, and he's so unique. His emotional intelligence is off the charts, and is exactly the way he thinks, with his mind frame and loving the process so much, and I guess kind of self-sabotaging himself in the sense where he could have been a billionaire probably, and he's made business mistakes and things like that, but he just loves the process so much that he's still hungry. He's still hungry for more success, because there's room for more growth. But he just loves the process so much that he could just, he's just happy. He doesn't complain. And I want to be there. I want to be exactly where he is, in mindset, in finances, and everything. So I'm actually very envious of him. I really am. And I know I shouldn't be, because he probably wouldn't want me to be like him or try to be like him. And I do want to be my own individual, but there's just something about him that is very awe-inspiring, and I feel like I fail as a human because I don't have his mindset. Because if you have the mindset where you're just loving the process and you never complain, then you're winning. He's even said that on his own. You're winning, and I want to win. I want to be able to go to work and enjoy every second, just like, just savor the flavor, so to speak. And then like go home and feel the exact same way, instead of using YouTube as an outlet because I'm not happy at home and I'm not happy at work, or any combination of those, So I want to be able to just be happy everywhere I go and just appreciate every breath and accepting things the way that they are. And I just want to be completely and utterly just happy all the way around, instead of this kind of like faking it in a sense. Not to say that when I make jokes it's fake, but it's kind of coming from a fake place, but then it becomes genuine, but it's derived from a fake place, and I don't want to operate in that way, because it kind of reminds me of faking it till you make it, and I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be happy where I am, and and just I want to enjoy the process. I want to love every minute and just accept that things in my life happens for a reason, and don't beat yourself up, and because I tend to get down on myself for not being exactly where I want to be, because sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my talent, because I have a bachelor's in English creative writing, and I'm working in an assisted living in laundry and housekeeping, because it all started working in assisted living was because I was scared to death to be without a job after I earned my bachelor's degree. That's how I ended up working for this company. So it was just very fear-based. So I just want to be able to work on that and trust the process, and not go through life with fear, or go through life in fear. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about that. Thank you so much for sticking with me and making me not feel like I'm alone, because sometimes I have the tendency to feel like I'm all alone, but I know that I'm not deep down. Even though I come from unfortunate circumstances with a dysfunctional family, and not as much family because some of them have passed away, or they're just not, like I have certain family members who are not emotionally stable enough to be able to support another family member, things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm up against, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Just know that you're not alone, and if you ever have depression, just talk to someone about it, because it's very important, because you definitely don't want your situation to progress. So that's pretty much it, and stay tuned, and I'm looking forward to Spice Stamp Your Life one episode at a time.